Number 1, Calder's Day Out, Dylan Stratford, 2, Social Rider Scott Ewan, and number 4, Flight Officer George Shembry. I was about to head into the straight, they make a pretty good line. Green light's on, they're off and racing. So beginning best is Flight Officer from the outside barrier, and Flight Officer has gone to the front from Social Rider in second spot, and the trotter Calder's Day Out is last of the 3 runners. Flight Officer leads them onto the bottom turn from in second spot Social Rider, and last of the 3 Calder's Day Out. And the bottom turn, the Flight Officer leading from Social Rider in second spot. Calder's Day Out is last of the 3 runners. Not much speed on down the back straight, they have a mile to travel, and it's Flight Officer leading from in second spot Social Rider. Calder's Day Out is last of the 3 runners. About 1,400 metres to travel down the back, and it's still Flight Officer leading from in second spot Social Rider. Calder's Day Out is last of all. They run onto the top turn, and there's been no change. Flight Officer still leading from Social Rider in second spot, and last of all is Calder's Day Out. Midway around the top turn, still Flight Officer leading from in second spot Social Rider, and last of all Calder's Day Out. They've completed a lap now, just over a lap to travel, and it's still Flight Officer leading from Social Rider in second spot, and Calder's Day Out is last of all. You get the bell, but just over a lap to travel, and it's still Flight Officer leading from in second spot Social Rider. Calder's Day Out is last of all. Coming on to the bottom turn, it's still Flight Officer in front from Social Rider and Calder's Day Out. They have 800 to travel, and they're quick enough just to touch. It's Flight Officer leading from Social Rider in second spot, and Calder's Day Out is last of all. Midway down the back straight, still Flight Officer in front, no changes. Social Rider is second, they're followed by Calder's Day Out. They've got about 600 to travel, and it's still Flight Officer leading from Social Rider and Calder's Day Out. 450 to travel, it's still Flight Officer. No changes from Social Rider and Calder's Day Out as they're quick up now. Midway around the top turn, it's Flight Officer. He's opened up a lead of about 8 metres to Social Rider, a similar margin away to Calder's Day Out. If they get into the home straight for the final time, it's Flight Officer still in front, about 8 or 10 metres to Social Rider and Calder's Day Out. But Flight Officer appears to have them covered halfway down the straight, and it's gone for home. It's Flight Officer opened up about 15 metres to Social Rider and Calder's Day Out. Flight Officer gets home and scores by about 15 metres to Social Rider. Similar margin away, third was Calder's Day Out.